Oh, they're doing it. They're doing it. Samsung, you beautiful bastards.
Get daily tech news in a way that doesn't suck. Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next episode.
Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to Front Page Tech, of course, show that gives you all latest tech news from one geek that is me to another that is you. Happy Friday. So good to see you. I had the Google Pixel 3. Google sent me a phone, and I was going to show it to you on the show and be like, hey, look, I have it. Yay, I'm trying it. But then I used it, and I was like, yeah, this sucks. And then I gave it to Brian before I even filmed. So Brian has it now. I don't have it. I don't care about it. Brian, what do you think about it?
I love it.
You might have missed it, but I sent out this tweet, no joke, for the entire 5 hours that I had this freaking phone. I couldn't open the settings menu. It would not. It just kept crashing. So all in all, my review of the Google Pixel 3, pretty good. Pretty good. All right, so story numero uno for the day. Ladies and gentlemen, please enjoy this actual footage of Tim Cook today. For context, if you don't know what's going on, this is actually an update to a story that we covered a week or so ago, the whole Bloomberg article that they wrote about Apple. This article right here. Effectively, what they said happened was that the Chinese government infiltrated Apple with tiny little microchips and data centers that was collecting all of our data to spy on us here in the US of A. What? US of A. God. US of A. Words are hard. Following that bold-ass statement from Bloomberg, Apple put out their own press release, which we rarely ever see, and completely dismissed all the claims. In fact, they pretty much just called Bloomberg a bunch of liars. Yeah, well, since then, the US's own national security, like the US government, came out and said, yeah, no, this is not a thing. Bloomberg's lying. Apple's fine, Amazon's fine, this is not real. And if that's not good enough, like the actual government saying this wasn't a thing, Tim Cook is back at it. He had some more things to say. At this point, Tim Cook is flat out calling for Bloomberg to completely retract the story altogether, pull the whole thing. In an interview with BuzzFeed News, Tim Cook said, well, not only is the story itself misleading, but it is wholly inaccurate. I tried to tell you guys this was total bullshit, and you guys didn't believe me and just called me an Apple apologist. Separate your own fucking emotions from what's actually going on. I don't care if you hate Apple. Separate that stuff and realize and accept the fact, oh wait, this is bullshit. Tim Cook said there is no truth in their story about Apple. They need to do the right thing and retract it. And you know what? With this, I'm totally going to side with Rene Ritchie. He put out a tweet basically saying he thinks that maybe somebody at Bloomberg, a few people at Bloomberg had one source or at least a couple sources, and they just ran with the story, just pushed that narrative all together and would not accept anything else. At this point, I am totally on board with that. Tim Cook, dude, calm down. You are a savage lately. And again, I hate that word. Like, I hate that word a lot. I guess if anything, Bloomberg is lucky that they're dealing with Tim Cook, because if Steve Jobs was around when this was going, whew, he'd burn this whole fucker down. Okay, speaking of Tim Cook being an absolute savage, we told you yesterday that Apple sent out invites for their October 30th event. For, well, October 30th in Brooklyn. Now, the funny part about that is previously OnePlus already sent out their invites for that same day in New York City. So Apple scheduled their event on the same day. This was not a coincidence, and if you think it is, you're fucking high on all the drugs. Not a coincidence, and OnePlus has responded. And by responded, I mean they turned into a total bitch. This is supposed to be a big event. OnePlus is going to announce the OnePlus 6T, their best phone yet. It is a badass phone, in-display fingerprint scanner and all. And yet, what did they do? They rescheduled their event. They moved it to the 29th, the day before. Now, to OnePlus's credit, they were transparent about this. They were honest. They don't want to be overshadowed by Apple. It's bad luck, so they just moved the date. They did, instead of the 30th, on the same day as Apple, same time as Apple, they're just going to do it the day before. And some people think this is good. They think it's smart. Listen, I get it. It's an okay business. It's a decent business move, right? Do anything in your power not to have an event on the same day as Apple. That is all fine. That would only be the case if Apple had announced their event first, but that's not what happened. Apple announced their event on the same day, pretty much next door, almost at the same time, to call OnePlus's bluff. They did this on purpose, and OnePlus fucking tucked their balls in between their asshole and ran away. They cowered down, and Apple's not even releasing new iPhones. That already happened. So it's not like the OnePlus 6T has to go up on the same day as a new iPhone is announced. No. OnePlus cowered down over some iPads and maybe the slight possibility of a Mac Mini, a tiny Mac. They were like, oh no, we can't do this. For those of you that still think this was a good idea, it was brave, it took a real set of balls for OnePlus to accept this and move the date and not compete with Apple on the same day of the Apple event. Let me just paint this as a different picture for you. Imagine you are a kid, right? And you're like, hey, I'm gonna be on the playground on this day. And you invite all your friends to show up on the playground and play with you on that day at a certain time. And then some big asshole, a bully, goes, hey man, I'm gonna take that. You're gonna leave, I'm taking it. And you were like, yeah, that's okay, fine, yeah, you have it. There's other days. I'll just go to the playground a different day, and all my friends, sorry everybody else, we're gonna do this a different day. Do you know how many balls it takes to do exactly what the bully wanted you to do? Ha! 0! I will do the math. It takes 0 testicles to do exactly what they wanted you to do. So, it's the 29th. It is the day before. Don't worry, Apple. All good. You got what you wanted. OnePlus, I hope you're happy because now you're gonna have a sweet in-display fingerprint scanner attached to a total bitch. If you were my kid, if you were my child, OnePlus, I wouldn't even be proud of you. When I go to drop you off at school, I would drop you off from across the block so they don't even know I'm your freaking father. I'm gonna be way over there. I don't even know you. You should be ashamed. I'd sit you down at the dinner table and say, you know what, kid? You know what you are? A bitch. Okay, now let's talk about a company with some big balls. That's the last time I mentioned balls today. Samsung. It is happening, children. Everything we've ever wanted is happening, and Samsung is doing it. No more notches, no more teardrop thingies, no more camera cutouts, no more shit. You see, what happened was, apparently, yesterday, a Samsung display invited about like 20 different customers to a 2018 Samsung OLED forum. It was at some Marriott hotel in Shenzhen, China. And there, they showed off this bad boy. What you are looking at here, kids, is sweet new display technology. Technology that would allow for legit all-screen devices. We're talking bone conduction, so you can actually hear stuff without a speaker poking out, and the ability to put the sensors behind the display panel. No notch, no cutout. As for when this will be a thing, I got no fucking idea, but all we know right now is that Samsung has the technology and they are confident enough that they showed it off somewhat. They showed it off somewhat. The fact is, it is happening, and if there's one company we needed to make this happen, it is Samsung. Not only does Samsung make killer displays for their own devices, they make displays for almost everybody else. So thank you. Thank you, Samsung. This is all I've wanted. Thank you. Hang on. Woo! Oh, honey. Yes. Samsung. Thank you. Thank you for everything you've done. Take me. I sacrifice myself to take all of me.
And now, today's sponsor.
If you've seen an episode of Front Page Tech before, then you know that the world's best VPNs love to come to us for promotion, and this one is no different. Now, PureVPN wants to show why they are the new top dog on the dog pile. PureVPN is a critically acclaimed VPN service that unfilters everything that you care about online. Want to watch that Netflix special that's only available in Vietnam? How about that music video on YouTube that's not available in Germany? PureVPN is simple, condensed internet freedom. With over 2,000 servers in 140 plus countries, you can be anywhere you need to be whenever you want. And the best part, if you are not happy in 31 days, you get your money back. No hassle, no questions asked. It's that simple, but we know you'll be happy. Go ahead and check out that link in the description below to sign up for PureVPN right now. Go tell them your boys sent you, and you get a perta discount with that link too. And that's the show. Hopefully you liked it. You learned something. If you did, hit the like button. If you hate my stupid face now, hit the dislike button. Subscribe. See you guys on Monday.